So we're backstage at the Claridge stage here at Cisco Ottawa Bluesfest with Kevin Costner today. He's in playing the festival tonight. The first thing I'm curious about is was there a fork in your road that took you more into film as opposed to music? I mean, they're both art forms. They're both ways people can create things.
Well, the one started paying better than the other. And so you don't have to be a genius to know which way to go. But you kind of never lose your love of music. I mean, there's no guarantee it was going to work for me in acting either. It just didn't. But about 8 years ago, my wife started hitting me very hard about playing music again because she had discovered early music of mine. And she goes, "I don't know what you're afraid of." She goes, "I think people will enjoy your music." And she really gently for 3 years kind of pushed me. And I'm really glad that she did. 5 years ago, I formed a band. We just, with the idea of playing live, period. And it started to take us places. And it feels really right. It feels really natural.
A song is like taking a narrative or an idea and trying to compress it down into something that's like 4.5 minutes. Whereas a movie, you're taking all these little tiny pieces of stuff and trying to make the narrative. It's a really
I have a hard time in the movies too. That's why mine are 3 hours, versus other people. You do. You try to tell a story, and our songs try to go that direction. When you do a song right, it seems easier than a movie.
It would seem
because it's like, wow, that just tumbled right out. I have a lot of movies in my head, but each one of them takes 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I just quit thinking about movies,
They don't just tumble out,
They don't just tumble. It requires an enormous amount of thought and effort and people coming together. And it's almost like a salmon headed upstream, a movie. There's just a lot of things trying to kill it by the time it gets to the theater.
When you sing a song like 90 miles an hour, is there anything specific? It's so general and it's such like, I got to escape whatever this thing is. Is there something specific for you?
90 miles an hour is kind of like a metaphor for my own life.
Right.
Which is, you don't tell people what you're going to do, you just do what you're going to do, and by the time they catch up with you, you're 90 miles down the road. So 90 miles an hour is a metaphor for me leaving acting and going into music, because I had gone through the route of telling people I was going to be an actor, and everybody's like worries, and tell them that you're going to direct, and people worry more. Why do you wreck a good thing? And what I learned a long time ago is that if you feel like you can do something, the best thing to do is to go about your business, and then by the time people catch up, you're 90 miles an hour down the road.